Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another day in my life. Now I wanted to open this up by saying that today's day in my life was a pregnancy edition video because today I'm bringing you along with me to the midwife and to the chiropractor, but then I realized every day is a pregnancy day in my life for me right now because I am deep in the third trimester, 33 and a half weeks, and I am feeling it, people. Now, along those lines of feeling pregnant, today's video is sponsored by Vessi. And the reason that I say this has to do with me being pregnant is because these shoes are so comfortable. They're also the world's first 100% weatherproof shoe, which is really cool. And they're wide enough for my feet, which is a whole thing I will talk about later in the video. I hope that you guys enjoy today's video. And with that being said, let's hop right in. So we're gonna start off in my bathroom taking my blood sugar test. If you watch all of my day in my life videos, I haven't really explained too much. I do want to explain in an upcoming video, but I mentioned that I technically failed or was right on the borderline of my gestational diabetes test that happened, I don't remember how many weeks ago, a few weeks ago. I was right on the border and they really want your numbers to be great to do a home birth. And so since that test, my midwife had me check my blood sugar 5 days in a row after fasting, as well as having my first 2 meals. All my numbers were great, and now she has me testing just once a week after fasting just to make sure everything is staying the same. Basically, long story short, I think I only failed that test because the glucose drink was so much more sugar than I'm ever used to eating. Like, yes, I eat a lot of carbs. You're about to see that. That's the ironic part of this video. I always have carbs and sugar in combination with something else, so whether that's protein or fat. So yeah, but we're still checking once a week to be safe. Now, speaking of carbs, you already know I'm like the carb queen. I love carbs, but I'm still at the point where I wake up every morning pretty nauseous. And so even with all of my best intentions to eat a healthy breakfast, they kind of fly out the window, embarrassingly enough. I really try to make up for the missing nutrition throughout the day in my other meals, but man, when I'm nauseous, tastes so good. Side note, I whipped out my camera just in time for this golden moment of my pups. Now, on this morning, I decided I also wanted a little bit of green tea. I feel like I'm being a really bad pregnant example in the beginning of this video, taking my blood sugar test, then having a bagel, and then having tea. But this tea is really good. It's from Trader Joe's. I watered it down, so I poured like half the cup with the green blueberry tea from Trader Joe's, and then I filled up the rest with water from my Berkey, and I sat down, ate and drank my tea, and felt my nausea slowly melt away. So on this day, we had an appointment with our midwife, so I made my way upstairs to get ready. I pulled out my Valor essential oil, put it in the diffuser, put a little bit on my wrist. I feel like since being pregnant, I'm kind of just like chilling in no makeup and comfy clothes around the house most days, but sometimes, guys, I do make an effort to look presentable. And this was one of those days I thought I would spare my midwife. I had a little bit of time, even though she's totally going to see me probably at my grossest, most vulnerable stage in life ever. But still, I decided to do my hair, put on some makeup, and that's what I'm doing now. Now, I've mentioned this before, but I'm still getting lots of questions about my hair. By the way, I'm not really going to touch on my makeup because I'm putting on a very small amount, at least a small amount for me. So back to my hair. I've been getting tons of questions about my hair on Instagram, and yes, I think that the pregnancy has possibly amped up my hair, but I have been like working towards this hair. That sounds so lame, but for like 2 or 3, 4 years, maybe longer. And my hairstylist, Sunny, and we have been purposefully doing things to my hair to make it look fuller and healthier, and that includes regular trims. I rarely style with heat. I only wash my hair 1 to 2 times a week, and the biggest change is that she has slowly been adding a little lightness to my hair, like highlights, balayage type thing. And that, combined with my hair finally really growing out, has made it appear so much fuller just because of the way that it reflects light. So once I was ready to go, I made my way into the bedroom, almost fell because #pregnant and clumsy, and I made our bed. I feel like I have been killing the bed making game lately. Like, I've always tried to make my bed in the morning, but I've really made that like a start to my day. You've probably heard people say it, but when you accomplish little things, it gives you confidence for bigger things. And I just noticed that when I make my bed, it kind of like adjusts my headspace for the day. Plus, then my bed is made, so that's cool. So then Dan and I hopped in the car and we made our way over to see our midwife Jen at Nova Birth Services. Now, I did wear my Vessies on this day. Truth be told, I've been wearing my Vessies pretty much every time I leave the house. They are so comfortable. They're so stretchy. I also have very wide feet, and I love that these don't make my feet feel squished. Anyways, so Dan and I casually hung out in the lobby at Nova until Jen came out and grabbed us for our appointment. So this was my last monthly appointment, and I think from this point on, my appointments are every 1 to 2 weeks. By the time I see her again, it will have been 2 weeks since my last appointment. And then I think that our birth team actually starts visiting our house to prep for the delivery. Now in this shot, you can see that they are feeling where the baby is. I can't do this to myself, but I also don't need to. I feel him moving around and crawling and kicking and stretching all day, every day. And it's funny because the app that I use to follow his development is called The Bump. And they were talking about how specifically his bones are starting to get more dense now. And I can feel that in my belly. I can literally feel when like, oh, that's an elbow or a shoulder. It's so weird. That Dan has fun feeling the baby this way because at home he doesn't go searching for his structure like this. He's usually just feeling the kicks and the movements. I'll like call him over when I'm feeling movement. So yeah, she just did, standard midwife things, measuring the belly, making sure the growth was on track, and talking about just my pregnancy in general. I think I've mentioned this to you guys, but something that I've really loved about working with a midwife is the personal attention that we get. Dan and I never feel rushed with her. We always feel like we're able to discuss anything we need to discuss about the pregnancy. And seriously, my appointments have ranged from like 1 to 2 hours, depending on what's going on. We just feel so taken care of. Now, on another note, I actually picked up this tea from Nova. It's their own in-house blend called a wellness tea, and it has different herbs that are great for pregnant women, especially at the end. Red raspberry leaf tea, alfalfa sprouts or something like that, and nettle, which I just listened to a podcast the other day talking about how beneficial nettle is for pregnant women. And so since I got this tea, I have been drinking it hot, which I know is probably surprising to all of you, but it's because it's very medicinal. It's not like a pleasure taste to me. It's just kind of like a, okay, warm drink that I need to get down because this is good for me and my baby. But I've been drinking it in this mug that I thrifted when I went to Michigan. If you missed that day in my life, by the way, it is up and I show you all of my thrift store finds and what we did on this trip. But this mug was $1 and I'm literally obsessed with it. So before I made my way upstairs, I had to show you what's going on in my lemon tree. Now I'm super excited and I'm also a little discouraged because there's so much growth happening. So that's exciting, but it's discouraging because I could have sworn my lemon tree was finally going to flower and create fruit. And now it's looking like it's just new growth. So it's good and sad. We pause this video to bring you the collection of rainbows that comes into my haul every afternoon. I've shown you guys this so many times, but seriously, how beautiful are rainbows? Now, I had some editing work that I wanted to do this afternoon, so I made my way upstairs, but I took a pause to file my nails very exciting, drink my tea, and watch this documentary that came out recently on PBS about artificial intelligence. It was pretty good, so I recommend it. So at this point, the sun was starting to set and Dan and I decided to go on a walk. So I put back on my Vessi tennis shoes. Like I mentioned, they are the world's first waterproof / weatherproof knit sneaker. You can literally wear them through any weather, mud, rain, snow, and these shoes will keep your toes dry. They've actually put out a couple of viral videos on social media, so you may have seen these videos, but it's crazy. They are breathable and antimicrobial. They keep your feet fresh, and a patented material lets the sweat and the heat escape from your feet. Yes, I realize that rhymed, while keeping your toes fresh. Another crazy thing about the material is that it's actually a dual climate knit material. So in the winter, it helps to keep your feet warm, which I can vouch for because it has been cold here in Nashville. And in the summer, somehow the fabric lets sweat and heat escape from the shoe, so it keeps you cool. As you saw when I was putting the shoes on, these shoes are highly stretchy and super lightweight. The fact that I can just slip my foot in the shoe is really awesome while being pregnant. I have literally been hemming and hawing and debating over a pair of white tennis shoes for months now, and I'm so excited that the pair that I added to my shoe collection are these Vessis. I don't know if I've ever had tennis shoes that are this comfortable, and the fact that they're so utilitarian is also really exciting to me. So yeah, if you want to experience the world's first 100% waterproof knit shoe and get 15% off of your order, visit vessifootwear.com/NikkiP. So I hope everyone is ready to be proud of us. When we got back from our walk, Dan and I decided to make the first steps forward in getting Baby P's room ready. Now, we've taken our sweet time because he's not gonna need a room right when he arrives. Honestly, it's not necessary for us anyways, but we wanted to move this direction. And on this day, we both felt like we had time and the energy, and so we did it. So when I'm organizing things, I usually have to kind of tear everything apart and put it into piles. So we took everything out of the closet and started kind of just doing that, divvying everything up into piles. I also had 2 trash bags, one for things that were going to be trashed and one for things that we wanted to give away to other people or donate. Then I transferred all of the baby's stuff into the closet. A lot of this I haven't even gone through. I kind of know what has shown up, but between the fact that we did our baby shower in California and people mailed gifts, and also the fact that we have shared our registry online and some of you have purchased us gifts, I've wanted to kind of wait because I want to do a video unboxing and share and show everything that we got. So like I said, I have kind of an idea, but I haven't really opened things. So we moved all that in there, and then Dan started deconstructing our standing desk. This is one of those items that I have no use for right now, but I know I will want someday. So he deconstructed it to put it in the attic upstairs. Now, side note, I have altered what I've used on my belly throughout the pregnancy a couple of times, but consistently, I have always combined whatever I'm using with this Young Living V6 oil, and I actually just used the last of this Burt's Bees belly butter today, but that has been my go-to combination for maybe the last month or two, the Burt's Bees belly butter and the Young Living V6 oil. I rub it all over my belly and my ribs and my boobs, which you didn't see, but I do that too, as well as down the top of my thighs and my butt, and I just kind of rub that in, typically twice a day. All right, are you guys ready for another exciting moment? You're coming with me to the chiropractor. Whoop, whoop. I have not been going regularly just because I've been so caught up in, life, being pregnant. but my midwife was like, you need to be going to the chiropractor now because you're getting so close to delivery. I currently go to East Nashville Chiropractic, and I pretty much just made my way in there with my striped top. Yes, I do have this top in 2 colors, my beanie, my vesties, my leggings, and just got my adjustment, which always feels so good. I will say, especially the work that she does on my head, I don't even really know what she's doing, but it feels amazing. And it feels amazing when she adjusts my neck. So yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed today's day in my life. I cannot believe that we are in like the final countdown till baby P arrives. I'm not gonna lie, I actually think I have a long time to go. I don't feel like I'm going to go into labor soon. But Dan says that that's what everybody probably thinks. So I don't know. I will just keep you guys posted as we move along. Also, if you are still hearing my voice, check my info box because I am doing a semi-secret, but not actually secret because I always announce it somewhere in the video, usually the end though, giveaway within this video as a way for me to say thank you to you guys for actually watching my content. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will hopefully see you back here soon with another new video. All right, bye guys.